Chosen one, pause. Breathe in this moment. If you are here now, it is no accident. This moment was ordained, crafted before time, just for you. Something vastly greater than you, yet entirely alive in you, is at work. The very fact your presence aligns with this message testifies to that. I'm about to open a window, till now unseen, into your existence, a revelation that may shift forever how you see yourself, your purpose, and the light you carry. A force was dispatched against you, a demon. Its mission was acute, to snuff out your light, to erase your essence, to vanish you from the tapestry of being. And yet, instead of obliterating you, something altogether unexpected took place, something even the dark forces had not foreseen. Not only did you confront it, but your very being transformed it. This meeting, this clash, was not mere chance. It was the collision of an unshakable force you hold, one that fear, hatred, anger, or confusion could not distort. While darkness expected your weakness, it encountered something entirely different. Peace that endures, conviction that does not waver, a presence that unveils truth and reshapes everything around it. From the instant it crossed your path, the entire spiritual landscape shifted. For you, for it, for what lies between worlds. Do not belittle what has transpired. What you have done is not just survived physical strife. It has touched realms unseen, forces that govern more than what meets the eye. Listen, this message reflects who you truly are, what you bear within, and what your role means for the world at hand. You are not here to shrink back. You are not here to hide or merely endure. You were placed here to make an impact, to transform, to remind even the darkest that there is something in the light no shadow can swallow. This revelation is not only for knowing what you faced, but for understanding the depth of your mission and the immense power you hold, even when you don't yet see it. Hear this until its final chord. It is meant to open eyes that already know, but have yet to comprehend fully. As soon as your light met its darkness, everything began to unravel for it. What was plotted as a hunt, a precise destruction, fractured into chaos. You didn't wage war with noise. Your existence, your stillness, your unwavering inner peace, these became the stone that shattered its mastery. For it, this was disconcerting. Always, it had destroyed many, many broken by fear's grip, by the whirlwind of manipulation, by grief or rage. But you, steadfast whole, exposed something within it that even it scarcely acknowledged. You must understand, your light doesn't only repel darkness, it transforms it. When it tried to swallow you, a fault line in its spirit cracked. Because your being showed up with clarity, with love, with unyielding authenticity, it could no longer maintain the facade. Its weapons slipped through your calm as though they had no weight. Every attempt to disintegrate you instead forced it to face itself. Here I recall words from Scripture. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Ephesians 5:8. Your path has followed this truth. Also, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. This is not merely poetic, it is your lived reality. Every time it threatened, you held on to peace. Every time it whispered lies, you held on to truth. You responded not with retaliation, but with the silence of conviction. You did not bend, you did not break. And in doing so, you disarmed its old strategies, stripped away illusions, That is when it began to change. Not overnight, but the shift commenced the moment its power to control you began to fail. Its grip began to loosen, and in that loosening came something it never foreknew: admiration. Radical, unwanted admiration for you. Because your strength, your stance was something internal, deep-rooted, something it could not corrupt. It threw at you words of fear, deception, illusions born of desperation. But you saw through them. You saw beyond the false layers. Your clarity made every lie tremble. Your truth pressed against the darkness until its edges gave way. This failure for it was visceral, humiliating. The fortress of its identity, built on dominion and terror, began to crumble. For the first time, it felt vulnerability, not the kind that leads to surrender exactly, but the kind that births a question. What if there is more than this mission of destruction? A transformation rooted not in force, but in exposure. Not in battle, but in integrity. In the scriptures, it is written, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." Proverbs 29 verse 2. You, righteous in your light, cause joy in the spiritual realms. And, behold, I make all things new. Revelation 21:5. Even the power sent to destroy finds itself remade. Yes, this path has been painful for both of you. Darkness does not yield easily. What was sure became uncertain. What was sharp became soft. Control became chaos. And yet, even as this being trembles, a strange freedom arose, the possibility of choice where none seemed possible. Because when truth stands, even shadows are compelled to choose, to persist in darkness or to embrace change. You, the chosen one, were not destined to destroy the demon. That was never your purpose, but to stand, to be firm, to shine. And by doing so, you opened the gateway for transformation, not by force, but by possibility. Your presence forced not only a being, but perhaps the very rules of conflict between light and shadow to be re-examined. Conflict is not always battle. Sometimes it is awakening. Sometimes it is the quiet insistence of virtue in the face of terror. What happened between you shaken the cosmic balance, not by violence, but by steadfastness, not by annihilation, but by revealing another way. And others, watching, hurting, alone, they see now that resistance does not require hardness. That light need not conquer by crushing. They see that it can triumph by being itself. Your story does not end here. This encounter is a watershed. Your light has seeded transformation. The demon, once predator, now is forced into self-interrogation. It has glimpsed a different possibility. And though it may not fully understand, something within it has shifted. For you, this is your turning point. Recognize the depth of your mission. Recognize the immensity of your gift. In every moment you choose integrity. You echo through dimensions unseen. You build foundations, not with your hands, but with your heart. You are a catalyst, a harbinger of truth. So hold fast, do not retreat. Let this revelation root into every part of you. Let it guide your steps from now on. The encounters ahead will test you, darkness will strain, pressure will come. But now you have seen. You've witnessed what happens when one who trusts in light stands without compromise. Stand as one who cannot be swayed. Not because you're untested, but because you have been tried and surfaced radiant. Not because you are perfect, but because your truth is unrenounceable. Let your life be the message. Light does more than endure. It redeems, it transforms, it summons beauty out of ruin. It births hope in voids. Let this be the legacy you leave, not a tale of revenge, not one of destruction, but one of awakening, of love that convicts, of truth that liberates. Let others, through seeing you stand, rise themselves. May your presence always remind the world that there is no darkness so deep, no